Welcome back to another video, guys. Thanks so much for being here and for listening to us once again. I am here with
Nourhen, and I am a youth career coach. I help young adults to create a life which is thriving, satisfying, and successful.
Satisfying. Wow, I love that. And I am Alison. I am a subconscious mindset coach, and I help people align their conscious mind with their subconscious mind so that they can achieve the goals that they have, that they want to achieve in life. And I have written a book called Algodon Books, this book right here. You can get yours in the link below in our channel. But this is a book as a tool to help you reprogram your subconscious mind every single day. So, what we do is we just kind of like give you a little bit of our knowledge and just kind of like pick our brains and just help you achieve the goals that you have in whatever area of life that you have. As you know, we have 6 areas of life. You have the spiritual, the emotional, the help me out here. Social, the physical, financial, and you also have your intellectual. That's the one I was thinking about.
And the physical.
Yes. So you have, okay, let's go over it again. So I always think like top to bottom. So it's like spiritual, then intellectual, emotional, your physical, your social, and your financial.
Yes.
Okay. And so today we're going to go through one of the affirmations for the life, for the area of life of intellectual. Yes. So one of the things that is unique for or about the book Algodon is that we focus on affirmations, not affirmations. So there's a difference between affirming something and affirming something. Okay. So the question that we are reading today is, why do I treat myself with thoughts of love on this journey of discipline? Now, let's break this question down because it's a lot. It says, why do I treat myself with thoughts of love on this journey of discipline? Can you process all of that?
Yeah, the breaking down was good. So my mind needed to start at the end. Journey of discipline. Yeah. So what does that mean?
What does that mean?
Yeah.
So what I was sharing earlier is that when I wrote each of these this programming for every single day, I was actually going through all of these challenges myself, right? Mm-hmm. So I put myself, or I programmed myself to go through a journey of discipline in order to achieve the life that I wanted, right? And so the journey of discipline, it might look different for everybody because, you know, not everyone likes to wake up at 4 a.m. or do extraordinary things, you know, that would count as discipline. But I was noticing that in my journey of being disciplined, it was kind of like turning into a chore, you know, like something that here we go, I have to do this again, right? And so I said, wait a minute, those are not thoughts. Those are not kind thoughts to have. Those are not thoughts of love to have for myself, because I'm going through this journey of discipline, which ultimately is going to take me to where I want to be in life. Yeah. Right? And so that's how I came up with this programming here. So treating yourself with thoughts of love on a journey of discipline. There's kind of like two parts, and that's probably why it's like emotional but also intellectual, because you kind of have to be in that intellectual area of life to be in a journey of discipline, right? So what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah. So when I hear the word discipline, it creates conflict within myself. It's
in your mind?
In my mind, yes. In my mind. It's like, another thing I have to do. Another,
like a chore.
Exactly. Yeah. Another thing which is gonna rob my freedom. Another thing which is um, like hard to maintain because I'm not enjoying it. It's not like just the word discipline. So, and when I stopped, I think 2, 3 years ago, and I asked myself, okay, what is it about discipline? Is it something we need to in order to be, or in order to be successful, in order to achieve our goals? It's like, well, the discipline comes from within. That's what discipline. It's not about putting more on your to-do list and doing more. It's more about being disciplined about the way you treat yourself, the way you talk to yourself,
the choices you
the
make.
choices you make. So, and that understanding that started to give me another perspective of discipline.
Yeah.
And so, because now it's like, oh, it's actually in my, it's in my advantage taking care of my well-being.
Right.
And so that's the discipline. It comes in there. So I gave the word discipline a total different meaning
Yeah.
and interpretation. And here, when we are talking about self-awareness and mindfulness and reprogramming the subconscious mind, it's really a muscle we are building. It's like going to the gym. You're building to become stronger and have more power. So here it's like you're building a strong mind. And it's the same. So the discipline comes from the repetition, from being patient with yourself. So
having thoughts of love.
Exactly. So that's what came to me in terms of the word discipline. So what is the meaning behind it? Is it more like more challenges you're adding or more to-dos, which gives you more overwhelmment, or is discipline something working for yourself?
A lot of things came to mind when you were explaining all of this, and like discipline, it's kind of like, for me, it's like a set of boundaries and a set of rules that I have for myself that will ultimately set me free at the end.
Okay.
Right? So if you think about like one of the things I have as a discipline, right? I'm gonna brush my teeth, right? Most everybody has this in their discipline, right? It gives you the freedom to have 0 cavities, right?
Yeah.
So you have to kind of like think about discipline as not being something like painful.
Yes.
You know, like, oh
Yes.
man, I gotta brush my teeth. No, it's just kind of like, okay, I have these thoughts of love and I'm gonna brush my teeth because it's gonna give me 0 cavities. You know, it's gonna give me good oral health. And so for me, that's how I look at discipline, just having a set of rules that will set you free. So it's kind of like almost like a paradox. Like rules, because people don't usually associate rules with freedom.
Freedom. Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So, but technically rules are put to set you free, right? So that's just kind of like what came to mind when you were explaining all of this, that it's not about putting things on your calendar to do and to book up your calendar. No, it's just to be like more cautious and more careful and particular and picky on the choices that you make each day.
Yes.
So you're disciplined. You can be disciplined in your diet. You can be disciplined in your time that you go to sleep. You can be disciplined in things that you do in your daily life. These are choices that you make in order to give you that freedom that you're looking for.
Yeah. So when it comes to thoughts of love, in my opinion, it's also related to why am I putting this discipline into my schedule or life?
Like the bigger picture of
the
it.
bigger
Right.
picture of it. So here's the thing. The point is, once we get deeper to understand ourselves and meet ourselves
Mm-hmm.
without all the conditioning, we will find out that everything we do is based on an emotion
Mm-hmm.
we want,
The why.
the why behind it. So it's very powerful to ask yourself why you're doing what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start with your why. It's very important. We were talking a lot about the how, that's not.
None of our business. Like
Yeah, I was thinking about it. Yeah. But the why is really important.
Yes.
So here is the thing now. If I'm putting a discipline to go to the gym
Mm-hmm.
3, 4 times a week, and going to the gym is not enjoyable.
Mm-hmm.
I really I push myself to go there. I have to force myself. It's not coming from
A place of enjoyment.
lightness, it's not coming from a place of enjoyment.
Mm-hmm.
So now your emotions are your guidance system.
Mm-hmm.
It's we have such a powerful emotional guidance system we were born with. It's just a matter of did we learn how to use it?
Right.
Right. So now I am putting the discipline.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, I am disciplined, I'm going there, but I'm not enjoying it. So now when you go to the why, now it comes to, am I doing this out of love or because I'm, let's say, the opposite of I'm hating my body,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, okay, I'm not accepting my body. I'm not skinny enough. I'm not defined
I don't
enough.
have my desired weight.
Exactly. I'm not at my desired weight, right? So nothing wrong with wanting a different shape. That's not about it. But the the first thing is about, okay, how much are you accepting yourself or are you
Mm-hmm.
working against yourself?
Mm-hmm.
And this is where it comes to thoughts of love, right? That's very important. Once you have the why, there is, in my opinion, it doesn't feel like something I have to do in order to be a disciplined person. No,
Mm-hmm.
it's something comes out of inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
Nah? So, for example, I discovered yoga for myself 6, 7 months ago, and it I'm coming from a place of enjoyment, inspiration, well-being.
Mm-hmm.
I don't put it on my calendar. I can't wait to go to
Mm-hmm.
my next yoga session. So it's how I believe most of the conditioning around discipline comes with, okay, if you want to be successful, you got to do. But it's the part, why am I doing it? And then it flows.
Yeah, I love
Right?
that. Yeah. Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's not about creating pain,
Uh-huh.
it's not about having more pain and more weight to carry and like, oh, now I got to do this because I set myself to do it. And it's good to, be a little harsh on yourself, but not too harsh. Like you got to give yourself grace sometimes. You got to give yourself and put those thoughts of love, like admire why you're doing such a thing and also like kind of like already embody that whoever you're achieving to be, it's kind of like you're already embodying that person through that journey of discipline. So it's kind of like it's not something that you are going to have an instant reward for, right? Because the journey of discipline, like the journey of discipline does not give you an instant reward. Like it could take up months, weeks, years before you get something out of it. And so we live in a world that is just instant gratification, like fast food here. I'm hungry, I'm gonna go to the fast food place quickly. Like I need someone to text me back. I text someone and have they texted me back. Like we want things quickly, 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 right?
True. Yeah.
And whereas when you go through a journey of being disciplined, first of all, you have to do it alone. No one's gonna push you.
Yeah.
You have to have that what is it called, that
drive
to want to do it for yourself, which it
Mhm.
goes back to the why. You have to have a strong why,
Yes.
so that you can get into the journey of discipline, because no one's going to applaud for you when you achieve whatever it is that you are doing. No one's going to applaud for you. You have to be okay with it. And so therefore you have to treat it with coming from that act of love, act of kindness from within yourself, right?
Yeah.
And so what do you think are some things that are considered or that can fall under journey of discipline, besides like being disciplined in your diet and being disciplined in your fitness? Think about like the emotional parts, like things that we cannot see. Are you disciplined in your thoughts?
Exactly. I
You
wanted
know?
to say that. Yes.
Yeah. I just thought about that. Like
Yes.
we oftentimes just focus being disciplined in things that we can touch or things that we can see. But the I think the most beautiful part of being in a journey of discipline is really, really harnessing those things that you cannot see.
Yes. Oh yeah.
That are in your mind. Yes. Right? Like, oh, that was an old pattern thought that I had. Like, I am being disciplined to not think that way anymore, So
yeah, I totally agree. And that's what I was saying earlier, or I tried to express in terms of, well, what's the meaning of discipline when I said it's about the inner work, this
right.
narrative we are telling ourselves, the self image we have about ourselves. No? So to check in with with your thoughts and your emotions,
Your mind, yeah.
and your mind. And why is that so important? Because everything is created twice in life, first in your mind and second in reality. So everything we want, it was based on a desire we imagined first, right? So there is one very simple example: a building, you look at it. So the architect and all the people around that project, they had in mind what they want,
a vision,
right? They put it in. Okay, yeah, we will have this. We have so many stores, like, and then it's there.
It comes to reality.
Same with everything we desire. If it's a relationship, if it's money, if it's a business, if it's a body,
if it's a journey of discipline,
it's a journey of discipline. It's something we imagine in mind. So now it's like it's the most important thing to be disciplined about. Everything else falls into place.
Yeah.
Now it's everything falls into place. I heard that a lot. It's like once you accept, let's go back to the diet and the body. Once you accept your body and weight right now,
who you are,
and you don't fight against it anymore, then your body adjusts to its healthy weight,
right,
without you doing anything,
because you're not pressuring it.
Exactly. Without you doing anything, because our body is very intelligent. So it's like you will never overeat, for example. You will never crave too much sugar. You will eat balanced.
Yeah.
Because it's not about cutting off things in your diet. It's like,
it's not about restriction.
Exactly. Yeah. It's not about restriction. It's just about feeling at ease with yourself, feeling aligned, and then you will just stop automatically because there is no fight. So, and I heard that a lot. It's like, oh, that's interesting. I mean, I can't eat what I want and don't gain weight. It's literally when I reprogram that within myself, that's what's happening for me. I eat whatever my body and my cravings are about.
Yeah.
I don't gain weight. Once I'm out of balance and I see I'm emotionally not in balance, so I start eating more. So I'm aware. I was like, okay, wait. Because
like why? There's always a why.
There's always a why. What
Why
am
you
I?
doing something?
What am I soothing right now
Yeah.
through food? What is numb within myself? Which void am I filling?
Yeah.
And once you have the discipline in order to watch yourself and to be curious about yourself, things fall into place.
Yeah. And why this affirmation falls into the intellectual part of life is because being in a journey of discipline is being intellectually intelligent. So being in a discipline, in a way, it's like you're being smarter than the rest of the people that don't have a discipline, right? So you think about someone that doesn't have a discipline, they just flow with it. They just, they might not have a strong why, which is fine. If you don't have a discipline and that's your path that you want to follow. But for those of us that do follow a journey of discipline, this is a very smart thing to do. And this is why it's like a part of your intellectual, right? So part of your mentality, like filling yourself with thoughts of love, of constant kindness, of constant reminders of like, okay, I'm going to give myself some grace through this journey of discipline, even though sometimes it might get rough and it might be a little painful. Just look at it as this rule will set me free at the end, right? And so this is what algodon is about. It just has programming for you for each and every single day. And if you'd like to learn more about it, or if you'd like to get your own copy, you can find it in the link in our channel. And if you like to have more specific, tailored needs to your problems that you might have in your life, then you can feel free to contact me or contact Nourhen if you're looking to expand your career life. And yeah, I mean, this is it's like a tool that you can use every single day to help you reprogram your subconscious mind and achieve the goals that you actually want.
And you deserve.
And you deserve. Yeah. So thank you so much for watching and for staying tuned. We appreciate you guys, and thank you so much for all the comments that we received and the subscribers. If you found this video that was helpful to you, go ahead and share it with others because you never know who might be struggling through their journey of discipline.
Absolutely.
Till next time, guys.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.